Welcome back. Phil Ionati still with me here in the studio to discuss something that you guys have been working on, which is CAF, the Canadian Academy of Football. We're going to talk about this now. Phil, tell us about it.
Well, it's a program, a development program for youth academy players that started, I guess, this past year. What's happened is the certain CSL academies have was participating in this. It started in June of 2012, where more for practice games, getting each academy involved and building actually a proper pyramid of play for the CSL franchises and hopefully all professional franchises in Canada, because ideally anywhere around the world, when you go to Europe, the Manchester United, the Chelsea's, they start at the age of 11, 12 years old all the way up to the first team. And players are passed from one age to the next age, and they have a clear pathway of how to succeed to the top. And basically what CAF is going to be providing is the same kind of concept. This coming winter, they will be starting their futsal program, starting November 3rd all the way to April, and then it'll become a year-round program where players can play, develop, not focus so much on winning, but more focus on development, and maybe have an opportunity to go play at a higher level, whether it be through the CSL or any professional clubs that want to participate. This is open to everyone, any academy out there available, which meets certain standards. We have to, have standards where we follow, and we have to help players grow and develop, right? That's the ultimate goal.
So is this something right now that all CSL teams, franchises are involved with or going to be involved with?
Well, that's the ultimate goal. The ultimate goal, Alex, is to have every franchise in the CSL, and ideally everyone right across Canada, whether it be MLS teams, TFC, Montreal, Vancouver, whether it be USL teams, whether it be CSL or whoever can at a high level, so players can see where they need to strive towards. They do this in the U.S. They have an academy program down in the USSF that runs it, which is very successful. You got MLS teams playing there. You got actually youth clubs that are playing there. You have USL teams that are playing there, but it's only U17. Right? They have one age category where they're all competing, and guess what? That's fantastic for the national team, because the national team will be able to go and see an abundance of players at a U17 level that will eventually go to U20, U23, and the first team.
Right now, we're actually showing footage right now of the some games that took place back in the spring that were CAF teams. Now, these are kids who are involved with the program, and these are academy programs that are already involved. Is that what it was that weekend? Yeah.
So what's happened is, again, at the beginning of this summer, we had teams participating in CAF at just practice games, being York Region Shooters Academy, North York Ashers Academy, Brampton Academy. So a lot
I was filming this too, and the level of play. I mean, look at some of the goals that were scored by these young kids. It was unbelievable.
But it comes down to more getting out there and being able to spot talent. And having quality coaches that can see that, and being part of a philosophy of a club. That's what's critical. So we really need to figure out philosophy as first of all of CAF, and then philosophy of each club, and developing players. That's our ultimate goal, is to help our national program, our provincial program, working all together. What I got to mention is that right now CAF is not sanctioned, which means that it's not with OSA, but it's working to get with OSA. And OSA is trying to merge that together, and they're doing a fantastic job trying to communicate with community clubs, academies, and everyone to say, hey guys, we're all in this together. We're all trying to develop players. How can we have that focus that we need to work together to get to the top?
What are the age groups then that CAF is looking at to get involved, starting from what age and going to what age?
Well, right now I think they're starting U11, 13, and 15 for the time being. Right now, in this past year, we had approximately, and U20 as well, but for futsal, which starts, there's two locations that it'll be at. It'll be at Humber College in Toronto and at Appleby College in Oakville, two locations where CAF will be playing out of. There's already committed, CSL teams and other academies that are very interested in participating. So this is something that we hope that it can grow. We can work with, partnerships and just help develop players.
You mentioned England as an example. Is this something that's pretty much done in all the big football playing countries?
Yeah, of course. You know what? It's beautiful. And I actually spent some time in Milanello, which is the AC Milan location where the first team plays, but all their youth teams play, Alex. So what happens is that you have your 11s, your 13s, your 15s, and your first team all training. And when one training is done, they go out and they all watch the first team. And they get to watch Maldini. And this is back then in the late 80s, early 90s. Maldini, right guard Van Boston, and you see these young guys just amazed and awe at the things that these players were doing,
right,
which is important. Can we,
they're around it. The kids get to be around this and see this,
exactly.
right? It's inspirational to them.
Inspirational. They emulate the same moves. They try to do the same things, and they'll practice that. And that's what makes them better. And that's what we have to try and do. We're not trying to reinvent the wheel.
Yeah.
We're trying to do exactly what everyone else does.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So if people want to find out more about this, we're showing the website. It's cafsoccer.com.
CafSoccer.com. Our administration person is Sandra Hughes.
Okay.
Contact her. She has all the information. She'll provide you any answer to any question you have.
Okay, so all the info is right there on the website for people to check out. Okay, Phil, thanks for being here, buddy.
Good to be here.
CSL This Week. We'll return in just a moment.